And here we are.
And here is Shadow.
After a long pause. Hi, everyone.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Wrecked Hair Guy.
and me, Banshee. Okay, hair girl.
Or I'm trying to look like the Edge from U2. The guy with the cap.
I had to goad her into the picture, Violet. We gave her all this space, and yet she's hiding behind my tablet. And I'm like, what are you doing over there? Get in here. So I had to kind of coax her out with the evil string from a former
but
toy.
You know who is hearing us.
I know, he'll be here. She won't be here for long, Violet.
This is true.
Hey, Kara.
Hi, Kara.
I knew you'd be here.
And everyone.
Sonny has responded. He's on his way.
We know this.
But for now, we have Shadow.
So how's everybody doing?
Yeah. Everybody fine. Everybody fine, we hope. All right. Mysterious Queen, hello.
Hey there.
Silly Shadow. I can't grab that string with my hand because she'll destroy me.
Right.
So.
Blades like scalpels. Or no, claws like blades.
Yes.
There we go.
Whoa.
Whoa. Hello.
Murder mitts.
Murder mitts. And, when we take them into the vet the once a year, we try to get their claws clipped. They really need to be clipped more often, but that's a very long story why it doesn't happen. It used to happen more often, but she's the one who can't be done because she's too violent.
Jesus, don't sniff butts on camera.
Oh, dear.
Sheesh. All right, well, on with the show. Obviously, the star is here, Sunny now.
On with the shit
Shadow
show.
has already left.
Yep, she's gone.
All right, so... Hey, Sonny's got his own pair of murder mitts, let me tell you.
He absolutely does.
Sassy will allow herself to get clipped, and she's got an appointment coming, so...
Right, she'll be clipped.
All right. So I am using the Season of the Witch Mabon Oracle. Hey, fall equinox just a week away. You wouldn't know it here in Michigan where it's over 85 degrees today. Sheesh.
And coming up soon, we're not exactly sure when, but moving into the fall, we really need to try and give away a few items.
Stuff.
Primarily for our continental-bound traffic or viewers, we can possibly give away some decks or oracles.
Continental-bound? People in the U.S.
People in the U.S. Well,
because continent would be Mexico, and
we could possibly ship to Mexico or Canada, I believe.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe Canada.
I mean, we might have to pay a little bit for it, but you're worth it.
Mr. O, I want you to pull a card at random.
All right. And of course, it will be bonded with a relentless scheme.
We have a scheme.
More subscribers.
We have a plan, a master plan. Did you pull two?
No, I didn't. Okay. Does it get read upside down?
No. Oh, no, it does not. Pretty sure it does.
Well, that's so lucky then.
And it's crows. We just had that as
It's coven.
It's coven. I saw crows. But
coven,
right. Coven.
And sharing.
What number's that?
Number 9. Number 9.
Ooh, my number.
I am you and you are me. When we come together, we are all we seek.
Nice. I thought it was going to be Mr.
Hi,
Rogers
Angel.
there for a minute.
Hi, Tanya.
The keywords are, hi, Tanya. The keywords are family, community, and raised power. I like that. All right. So, your higher self chose this card because it's a positive one for achieving goals that involve many people. One person is powerful on their own, but may lack certain skills or knowledge that another can easily fulfill. Consider seeking a partner or partners to aid you in your quest if you have not already. The collective power of your partnership or team will catapult and hasten your success. Also, if you've been struggling to do tasks that do not come naturally to you, you may consider seeking help from someone who has expertise in that area. It could be time to expand your business family by hiring a new employee or giving an existing one additional duties that are suited to their talents. Now, in matters of love, the Coven card can mean sharing activities with your family and learning from each other in the process. You may ask your kids or partner to show you more about some of their interests, as taking an active role in the interests of those you love will contribute to more connection, understanding, and support, and represents a different way to show that you care. And that's a really interesting ending to this, because when you think of what's going on in the U.S. today, for example, instead of being so opposed to each other's opinions, instead of being so opposed to change or, doing things differently, why not share our knowledges and learn from each other? Learn from each other so that we can move ahead in a positive direction. So you can almost see collective messages here for communities, organizations that you belong to and things of that nature as well. But this is a time that working with others will bring positive and fruitful results. And I know that's kind of hard to fathom in a world where everybody's at each other's throats right now. But really, if individuals group their talents and skills together constructively, we could get a lot done.
The idea of the coven or circle of witches or magic users or just people who want to really work energy together in some form really just creates its own sense of the idea of people becoming a group mind.
Yeah.
And, that can happen without being a coven. We could have a group mind by being a cultural collective, but we don't always necessarily have a sense of wisdom that's guiding what any outcomes might be there. And I'm not saying that every possible coven or commune or thing is necessarily an antidote to that, but there's a different structure.
All right. Hi, Tanya,
Hi, Nicole.
Angel, and
Nicole.
Nicole is here. Hi, Nicole.
Alrighty. In a way, yeah, that's right, Jennifer. That's an interesting observation. Thank you.
All right, I think we better get this show on the road.
So let's give that back to you then.
We are just using the tiles today, and also I'm using a new deck, which will come up probably the first deck I used. Do I have the book here? I wanted to show. It's the Awakening Tarot, an Elemental Approach by Monica Brodsky, and she's the person who's done my Shadowlands Tarot, which is also in the mix. This is a very cool deck that deals a lot with shadow issues as well as other things. Very unusual artwork, not quite the same as, kind of
the Shadowlands?
Whimsical as the Shadowlands, right. There's a little bit more serious edge to it.
Yeah, I sort of feel like the Shadowlands decks, the Oracle and the Tarot, they're kind of whimsical, a la Edward Gorey.
Yeah, right. So this, I don't know.
Which I like, actually.
On Edward Gorey or beyond Edward Gorey, you decide. But it'll be coming up next.
He was pretty creepy enough.
And a lot of the names of the cards have been changed. It's a very elemental approach to this reading, this deck, and so we'll have to be on our ball with that. That's why I have the book nearby in case I'm confused. All right,
everyone.
You're first with the deck, I believe.
Okay, and who's up then? It's
it's Jennifer.
Jennifer, all right. Let's see if I can see that.
Yeah, that's an interesting observation, Jennifer, there. Yeah, I know, Violet. That's pretty awesome.
Okay, so is that your question? And I would like to know, will me and my daughter be relocated before November? You've asked this before, too. Okay, how shall I do that?
And it's about apartment? Yeah.
Well, just relocated,
no, with me and my daughter be relocated before November. Okay, I think we'll throw 3 cards and just see what they look like. Let's do that. And I'll get the Lenormand tiles.
I don't want to
here.
use those decks I've already
I want to mix them up a
warmed up.
little
I
more.
want to use this one. Very good. Thanks, Violet. Thanks, Jennifer. As always. Thanks, Sleepy Cat, taking up so much room.
All right. Let's see what that's about. I mean, we could do a yes/no, but I'm not sure.
Well, if we need to, we will. All right, so the first card is the reversed Six of Pentacles. Then it's followed by the Magician upright. And then finally it's followed by the Ten of Swords, which is also upright.
So Six of Pentacles is reversed?
Yes, that first one is the
And
Six
the
of Pentacles.
Ten of Swords is in the middle?
Is upright at the end. Magician's in the middle.
Magician's in the middle. Oh, boy. Well, it's interesting. Let's take a look at this, too.
So here is, in Lenormand, the cross. And the rider.
There's definitely some challenges here, Jennifer. Some
Yeah.
challenges to be overcome. Something's not balancing out here with that Six of Pentacles. Either you're not getting the help, support, or assistance you need. Maybe you're having difficulties in affording. Do you have a place already? I don't remember if you said you did in the
I believe in the
past.
past you're looking to get into another apartment or complex of some sort, maybe. But you have to move soon?
Well, I thought they were living with somebody right now, or is that somebody else?
Okay, it may be. We'll see if they clear them up. It also seems too like mostly like maybe there is a cash flow, obvious situation that
You're
might be
looking
involved.
for an apartment. Okay, that's what I thought.
So
Go ahead.
there may be a cash flow situation there.
There may be. The magician says you're really going to have to be determined. You're going to have to put your will into this. You're going to have to really believe in yourself in order to make this magic happen. Okay? Because the magician is all about that will, determination, and, work at it. Definitely work at it. Find somebody maybe who can help you. I'm almost sensing that here too for some reason. We have the Ten of Swords, though, here. It's almost as if I'm having a bad feeling here that you might find something that you think is going to be a done deal, but you may get stabbed in the back on it, meaning that, maybe they'll back out of it. Maybe they'll give the apartment to someone else. Something goes awry here, I almost feel, with a move. Like you got so close and then something goes wrong. So all I can say is keep at it. Keep working hard at this. And, don't limit your options too soon. Maybe, see if you can find one that looks good, sign papers for, or preliminary papers for. But if another one comes along and there's any way you can keep it in the back burner, I would do it. Because I want to finish and you can have at it. I also want to say with the rider and the cross, that the move itself is challenging. That's what it's saying. Moving is challenging right now. And, I don't want you to get stuck here, Jennifer. I want you to keep trying. Don't give up. Keep trying.
Well, while the magician, talks about, that need for you to be really focused with your will and to really work hard there, it could be saying, too, that this is a natural trait of yours that may serve you or you need to call upon. I liked what you said there about living with your parents and then the inference, I guess, that's toxic. And I wonder if that could be possibly tied to the stab in the back. But we'll just say that maybe there's a possibility there because it could be like what Banshee was saying is that an effort to relocate somewhere else maybe is complicated by somebody who doesn't have your interest at heart, and that could be somebody like maybe where you're living. And I agree with Banshee, pretty much too, that there's a lot of things that don't seem quite as certain or positive at this point. This might be something you might want to ask us again, but it seems like right now there seems to be attention maybe with that Ten of Swords brewing there.
Well, with that added information, I would say too that moving away from a stressful, long-term, difficult situation may be, what your goal is. And so keep that goal front and center as you try to be determined, holding on to the strength and determination. Let that fuel, let the grief or whatever you're experiencing now fuel your determination to get it done, to get it done at all costs.
And of course, we always like to say that the Ten of Swords does promise some hint of sunshine, some sense of the sun returning afterwards.
True.
Like you kind of will defeat your darkest thing. You just have to get through that, and there is something on the other side.
So all that being said, it's really not totally clear you will move by November. I think it's possible, but you've got a lot of challenges here, and you're really going to have to use the month, from now through October, really to work hard to make this happen. So I wish you luck with that, but use your time wisely, and maybe you could turn this around. And we'll check, we'll do another checkup in a week or two and see how things are looking. And especially if by chance you get an opportunity that looks good and you want to see how that's going to turn out. Good luck with that.
And you're welcome.
All right, we are on V.
V, how will this week go for me?
All right. Well, I'm going to use my Awakening Tarot. Dun, dun, dun. Want to show the back of the cards? They're kind of colorful and nice. Little skulls there. Kind of cool.
Everyone was quiet.
What?
Well, we were.
Pretty colors.
It was. No, that is a nice deck. I
It's
think.
going to be pretty wild. So here we go.
Mm.
All right. Well, the first card is easy enough for me to know. It is the Six of Wands, the Six of Fire. We got another six. This is the Six of Pentacles, Six of Earth.
Also upright.
Also upright. Wow, and I did mix these up good. We also have another fire card. As it turns out, it's the Eight of Fire upright. Oh, believe me, these have been shuffled all around, so they are meant to come up this way. Interesting. The week ahead looks very promising, V. Oh, what do you got for the Lenormand? Maybe. Whoops.
The Gentleman.
Okay.
The Birds.
You're going to be communicating with someone here, V.
One of these fire signs, maybe. Or a new one.
Well, I don't know if this is totally a love reading,
Right,
but it
right.
could definitely be
It's a gentleman.
extrapolated that way to some extent. There's some victory or some success coming to you, something that's going to make you feel like you're being noticed by the people you want to notice you, whether that's in a business sense or whether that's in a personal sense, right?
I agree. I think there's a claim of some sort. And maybe, sometimes people, the old saying, and this does apply more to the romantic idea, say it with flowers. That's the Six of Pentacles. Somebody is sort of like gifting, maybe.
Well, the Six of Pentacles indicates that this is a time of giving and receiving. So what are you giving? What are you receiving here? Are you giving your talents or skills to a work project or assignment or, a personal project or goal? You'll receive something back from what you put out there. Is this about a relationship? What you put out, you'll get back in your communications with others. And speaking of communications, that leads us into that Eight of Wands there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Eight of Fire is about, rapid communication going on. And the reason I'm saying that too is because of the Birds and the Gentleman, kind of emphasizing that aspect of that card. It could be love letters, it could be invitations, it could be just talking about love and relationships, or it could be just something that you need to collaborate with others on. But I sense there's collaboration going on with maybe a male individual or, somebody important to you.
I just sort of feel this too, that there is a significant communication that's going to happen, whether it's about business or networking or possibly other kinds of
Pleasure.
intra-relationships. And so I feel like you may feel like really rewarded in some sense, or maybe really feel like
You've been seen.
You've been seen, and things seem to be working according, things seem to be moving towards their rightful conclusion to some degree.
And with that Six of Wands, Mr. O, I think it also says that, whoever you're communicating with here has a very supportive attitude towards you.
There you go.
So I like it. I don't know if it resonates with you, but I sure
Good
like
luck,
the
Dee.
sounds of this feed.
That's what it seems like for the week.
A cell is up.
All right, there's those for you, and those. And as I'll ask, yeah, I was thinking about the doggy too. That could also be maybe a possible interpretation. That's interesting. Thank you. Okay, so let's use the final rose, which is about, romance, perhaps, most likely. And we'll ask that question. Hi, Christine.
Hey, Christine. We'll get you in. It's a long list today, though.
Seems
So if
like
you want to leave your question with Violet, please do so. Just in case.
What's going on in Robert's love life? Okay. Robert is a Taurus.
I may use this deck again. I like it. I like it.
I think I need to set up a little more. Not centered enough here.
And I'll follow that up with...
What is coming for you? Okay, there it is.
this one.
It's there, Violet. I'm itchy all of a sudden. It must be this guy's cat hair flying around. All right. Acel wants to know, what's going on? Is there someone for Robert?
What's going on in their love life? Well, let's throw 3 cards and see if we see anything.
Okay. No, that's
Ooh.
okay. I'm not here to berate you. I'm just telling you.
I grabbed 2 cards, and I'm going to use them. This is going to be really interesting. Okay, Estelle, you
May I
asked
go first
for it.
then? Okay, so I'll just roll out the cards. The
Go on.
reversed 7 of Wands.
Interesting.
In this deck, it's known as the 7 of Roses, but it is the 7 of Wands. And then it's also the reversed 2 of Pentacles, which is the 2 of Rings here. And then it's also, they're all reversed, I'm so sorry. The reversed Knight of Pentacles.
Knight?
Knight. It says the late bloomer, but when they're reversed, they're really a late bloomer to us.
Well, this is a real interesting reading to me, considering what I've got here, and I think I want to hold them back. Let's talk this out, because I don't know. The 7 of Wands is here, and it's reversed. Robert is too much on the defensive right now. And by that, Acel, I mean that maybe Robert has walls up right now and is not allowing much to happen in his life. Maybe he feels right now he's not in a good position to invite somebody in his life. I'm getting the feeling there isn't anybody per se in his life right now by looking at these cards.
That's what it looks like. It almost feels too like maybe he's just trying to not necessarily give any clues, really.
What's that last card again?
It's the Knight of
Pentacles.
Pentacles
reversed.
reversed.
And Robert may feel the need to, Robert just may feel like he really needs to focus. He can't focus right now. He needs to focus on himself, other concerns, maybe there's some financial concerns that he's more concerned about. But I really, or he's just not willing or motivated to move on the love and romance at this time.
Yeah, it sort of feels like he's just sort of holding himself back a lot with both of these cards. And also with that Three of Pentacles in the middle there, it seems like in what we're asking, he's an underachiever. He doesn't seem to have goals, or he doesn't seem to have a focus in this regard.
Oh, that's the 3. I thought it was the 2.
No, it's the
I
3.
could have sworn you said the 2, but okay.
I'm sorry if I did.
It's all right. The 3 of Pentacles, so that changes things a little bit reversed. The only thing I can say about that, because I was reading it like the 2 of Pentacles, is that maybe he just feels right now conditions in his life just don't support this. He doesn't feel like he's ready to team up with anybody. Maybe I could read it that way.
That's a good way to look at it.
But that being said, Asel, it's going to be interesting.
It is the Fox,
Wait a minute, is that the way I did it? Yes.
the Ring, and the Heart.
This is really interesting to me. You know, I'm taking that fox to be someone else. I'm taking that fox to be some woman who is very attracted to Robert. And she's got his eye on him, whoever this is, and wants a commitment of the heart with Robert. You know, I'm looking at these 3 here. The heart, she wants to commit her heart, or she has committed her heart to Robert. That doesn't mean she's seeing Robert or anything right now, but in her mind, she's already committed to trying to pursue Robert in some way.
Well, when you also take into idea, and this is maybe more me, I don't
Okay.
know if you would agree, that the Fox sort of provides an element of deception or secretiveness. And I said earlier with that first card that maybe he's not really wanting to show what he's really about, you know. And I took that actually from looking at the symbol of the tragicomma faces, you know, like it's a mask, you know. And I'm wondering, like, maybe he doesn't want to reveal that he knows this relationship for him is moving, and he's sort of just playing like he has no other relationship for the appearances to other people.
Well, I
It's
think that
possible.
fits for yours.
It's
So
possible, yeah.
I'd say look at those 2 options there and think about it. Is there someone who's got their eye on Robert? It seems to me somebody does,
I think it's true.
but
I think-
is it the other way?
Well, no, I think it's
Oh.
true, but I think he's not necessarily forthcoming to let others know that maybe there's this
Okay.
possibly secret or deceptive relationship going on. Not deceptive to him, but like maybe the deception is not being forthcoming to other people. So take from that what you will.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Good luck with that.
All right, so we are on Jackie now.
Very true, Violet. Jackie is up. Hi, Jackie.
I know, yeah.
Will my next home be in a city? Oh, that's a great question.
When the lights go down in the city. Sorry.
Well, I'm glad he's laying on most of his whiskers, because I would have no place to shuffle. Oh, yeah, I'll get him to you. Just a minute. Patience.
Hand it over.
You're disrupting my flow. Oh.
I should mention I also brought an oracle too, the Earth and Bone Oracle, which I use for shadow work. So if you think you need a little
Which
shadow
who is
work.
that by, Mr. O?
What?
Who is that by?
It's by Syrian Shadow.
That's right. I like that one.
Yes, I've used it before. I've used it for Gina. I've used it for different people.
Well, I have a few here as well. Some of the same ones. I did bring out the Liminal Forest Oracle because I used that recently for the collective. Oh, that's back out. I don't want to do a straight up yes, no. I want to see the cards. The Two of Wands. Wow. Upright. The Three of Cups. Upright. Ah. The Devil. Upright. Wow, all my cards upright. I don't know how that happened.
Yes, I know.
That's
I'm
two
not
in a row now.
satisfied.
I don't want to get jaded or anything.
And house. Nice that we're doing the reading about where you live. And the next one is fish.
The clouds and fish.
House.
Is my
House.
Oh, the house and fish. Oh. Well, maybe it's all about money, money to afford a place in the city. I definitely think it could happen, but there's something restrictive about it with that devil card up right there. Something's restricting you from making that choice. If that is what you want to do. Is it yourself? Do you not want to live in a city? Would you really rather be elsewhere? Because the thing is, something is restricting you, whether it's a mindset, something within you, or maybe it has to do with the money and the house. Do you have the money you really want to live in the city that you want to move to, or the cities that you might be considering moving to? And let me finish. I'll just finish real quick.
No, take your time.
Oh, well, I think here, if this is what you want to do, formulate a good strategic plan on how to get it done, and it should end up well. You will celebrate. You will celebrate. It might make you happy to live in the city. Maybe that's why that Three of Cups is here. It could also indicate that you might be able to surround yourself with more friends, more people who think like you, or that you're compatible with. I think
Okay, you've said enough.
that's really possible.
I'm teasing.
Slap your hand.
Okay, you do want the city. Okay, here's what I think. When we turned over that first card in her spread, the word came to my head, and I don't know if it's a key word, but it said dominion. And of course, the Two of Wands talks about somebody who feels they're in control. It feels like they're happy with what they have, that sense of being in control there. The Three of Cups does indeed express happiness. What the devil may be saying to me is that although those things could be, there's a sense of a limitation. And of course, living in a city means you do have to kind of conform to certain things, whether it's rules and regulations or whether it's just acceptance for everyone who is in the city kind of thing. So that's what I think this means, is that as long as you feel you are in control of the situation and that there really is something for you to relate to, maybe it's people who you'll be closer to, or a newer community you'll feel you're glomming on to. It seems good.
So, the fish and the house could basically also just say that maybe you are in a good position right now to get what you desire in a city. I mean, it's possible that's more of a positive thing. I was thinking it maybe lined up with that devil as a reason why things might not work out, but I think overall, I think it's very possible for you to end up in a city.
Yes, I do too.
Yeah. So good luck with that.
Good luck,
Keep working
Jackie.
at it, Jackie. And Shreya is up.
You're welcome. And Shreya, I have a crush. Okay, let me see. I think I'll use this one. I'm going to use the Roy O. Dark Tarot, Mike Royal. It's not dark so much as maybe, in my opinion, sensual, semi-erotic. You're welcome, Jackie. I know I said that, but you are.
Hey, you're welcome, Jackie. Should I show my thing? Should I get up and get it?
What is that?
You know.
Oh, yeah.
Do you
Sure.
want to put me off camera a minute?
I can do that.
Oh, Oh, Shadow, you're not going to be in my way, are you?
Oh, Shadow's always in the way. All right, I'm going to start flipping the cards, and you can hold that for the next break, maybe.
Yeah, well, okay.
And
I
so,
wanna hide
Shreya...
it. Don't put it on yet?
I'm
Okay,
not.
go ahead.
I won't.
Okay, wait.
She's nearby, but she won't be on camera. Okay, so Shreya, first card is the upright Three of Pentacles. And we just had that, too. It was
yeah,
upright
that's
too,
right.
Yeah. And then it's card 6, the Lovers, and it's upright. Hey, I don't know. It's starting to look good, eh? And then it's the Magician reversed.
Okay, repeat that. So you have the Three of Pentacles upright this time? And then the Three of Cups, is it?
No, that's the Lovers.
The Lovers reversed. And
It's upright.
Oh, it is upright. Okay.
Thanks
That's
for
okay.
listening.
I was busy. And
The Magician reversed.
the Magician reversed. Well, I don't know. I don't know if this is something you should initiate. The Lovers right now reverse just indicates it might not be a good maneuver to initiate anything at this time. We may have to do a reading
Probably.
about it, if you could turn this into something special, a yes, no, but I just don't know it's a good idea to make a move at this time. That doesn't mean never, but maybe right now, or if you do, make it very casual. Go on, I'm going to let
Well, I
you go
wonder
ahead.
if the Three of Pentacles could say, and you didn't mention it, but is this somebody you know through a possible
Nice, go
work
on.
relationship? And so maybe if it is, maybe there is a possibility, because it seems like maybe you're already on the same team. The Lover sort of presents the idea that there is maybe this possibility that a question is there. Is this person attracted to you, or are they already with somebody, or are they thinking of somebody else? The Magician, so I'm wondering if really what this is saying, the Three of Pentacles, I want to go back to that, is the idea that it's going to be a work in progress, and or it's going to be more about being associated with somebody, either through work or situation, that will give you more opportunity to be around them. I don't know that there's a hard push or technique to meet a person or to express this to a person. It might be a more subtle approach in this case. I'm going to stop for a moment because I think I need to get some water.
Yeah, you do. Violet said so.
I
And
know.
yeah, Violet,
Oh,
you know,
Violet, you're always right.
I'm really thinking something here about the Three of Pentacles, but I would say with the Three of Pentacles upright, this might mean that maybe somebody else could help you with this connection a little bit here. I don't know. Or maybe if you got this person engaged with another group, you know, with a group activity or something that could pull you together closer, it might work. And the Lovers is upright here. I keep thinking it's reversed, and he told me it was upright, correct?
It is upright.
So I think,
No, the Lovers is upright, yeah.
yeah, so I think I've misread this, and I just want to say thanks, Violet, because it made me think I misread a card here. I knew I misread a card here. It might be a good idea to give this a shot. Yes, the Magician is reversed, so what does that mean to me? I think what it means to me is you have to be your true, authentic self when you approach this person, Shreya. No games, no pretending you're something that you're not. Just be you, okay? I think here, when I look at a Magician, when he's reversed like that there's trickery. No trickery. Be who you are, because otherwise, you know, this person might see through that, and it could cause problems in getting this off the ground, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now she's just sort of sitting on the other edge of the table where we can't see her on camera.
You silly girl. You want your day on the show, too. I know you do. Hey, don't be messing with my tablet. Hey, what'd I tell you? Don't do that. Don't do that. Just stay there. No, Shadow. You can't tell her don't because it's like a license to do. She is the most
Evil.
contradictory cat of the bunch. She challenges boundaries all the time. She's amazing that way. But Shadow, I said no. What do I got to do here?
We'll ship her overnight.
No, we will not. All right, the Lenormand. Oh, man, why is this coming up so much? And I pulled it
Cross.
second time. Oh, what is this?
And the fox.
Well,
Our
again,
foxy friend has shown
I
up
could look
again.
at this two ways, Shreya. This is another admonition. Don't be trying to put on airs to this person being something that you're not, because any trickery will cause grief later. And so, or I could say this too, beware of trickery with this person. Make sure you're seeing the true, authentic person that you think is good for you, that you have this quiet crush on. Make sure he's everything he seems to be, because that fox with the cross kind of leads me to believe there could be some trouble here.
Something about this just wasn't really connecting to me, but I thought I got through it okay. But I kind of see what you're saying, and I have to totally agree. And I think that, the magician reversed is also a caution to say, make sure you really are perceiving things right on your end and as much as you can from their point of view. All right,
I'm
Shreya.
trying to get her away from my tablet. And now that he's gone,
Let's let her just bolt over here.
he looks like she wants to. Beware, she's gonna leap. The shadow
Yes.
claw.
Faster than lightning.
Well, Shadow, you'd be seen more if you would just come over here.
But that's not what she wants. She doesn't want to be seen more.
I guess not. Whoa. She wants those murder myths seen.
Oh! Aw, pretty girl.
She's so silly.
Pretty girl. Okay, who's up?
Okay, so
It's
that's
Lena.
what we had for you. Good luck with that, Shreya. Yep,
Good luck,
Shadow's been hanging around nearby, waiting for her chance. Okay, I think we're on Lena.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
She wants a spirit reading for the next 2 months.
So that's your deck.
Yeah, we'll do my reading too on that, eh?
Alrighty.
Okay. All right. I'm going to bring out this goofy deck again, the Awakening Tarot. Give it another play.
Are you just gonna strike out? Yes. Ah.
Silly. Get it, Shadow. Get that, Shadow. Get it. Take down the stage. Show them you're not going to put up with that stuff.
You'll be sorry. You're so beautiful. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Oh, well, yeah. Why are they still in my way?
Bicker, bicker.
All right. Okay, Lena, let's see. What's the message from Spirit for the next 2 months? It is the Page of Cups upright, the Initiate of Water.
Nice. So, this could be saying that this is a good time for you to possibly look at relationships you want to cultivate or begin. Especially maybe, personal relationships that have emotional resonance for you.
There's an emphasis about opening your heart to love. I can't deny that. There's also this urge and this drive to be more creative. You know, maybe Spirit is telling you it's time to unleash your creative talents and abilities on some new project or goal. So it could be either way. This is a time to dream big. This is a time also where maybe your heart is calling to you, and it is time to maybe, try to accept invitations that might bring love into your life. So why is that important? Well, we got another water. I thought I'd have these. How many times have I mixed these cards? I can't tell you. It's the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is upright. So why is this important? Because I think something in your life is going to put you in a more elevated, blissful state. I don't know that there's any move involved here. I don't know. I'm just feeling it's heart related. Don't you?
I think it's important because it represents a challenge, to move your heart in this manner.
Oh,
because,
I like that.
Because maybe it is something different for you in terms of where your emotions would normally go. It may be, having to take care of or love somebody that you didn't expect to, a child or a pet you inherit. I mean, I could think of a couple of examples like that.
I don't know if I'm giving you a song lead in, but is it Take Me to a Higher Love or whatever it is? The higher love.
Bring me a higher love.
Whoa.
I love Stevie Winwood. I really do.
Yeah. So that's what I was thinking when I saw that card too, is that, I think what this is saying is if you open your heart to love, Lena, Spirit is telling you to not sell yourself short here, to aim higher. I feel here this is a call to bring a higher love into your life.
Ooh.
And like you say, though, it could be involving family. It could be involving the way you treat your friends, a friendship that you really want to bond with more. It could even be a pet. It absolutely could be a pet.
Does anyone remember the classic old Betty Davis movie, Now Voyager? And it was about how she was infatuated with somebody who was not telling her the truth, and he was actually neglectful of his own child, and so she translated her affection for him to the needs of that child. It's a beautiful story. What you got?
So if you open your heart to love, you only look for things that are really worthy of you. A higher love, it's death, which is release, but it's change.
Transformative
So
change.
transformation will occur. Positive change in your life could come from this. Wow, what a reading. I like this reading. And why are they all upright again? That's 3 readings in a row. Okay, here's a reverse card. It's 2 cards down. So I know they are not all reversed in this deck. But this is like 3 readings in a row. I had all upright cards, whether they were good or not. Interesting.
So yes, clearly where this leads to is something really very different for you, Lena. It's really transformative. I mean, it's sort of like cliche to say, like, oh my gosh, this is going to change your life forever, but it may have something like that for you. So, oh
no.
My baby wrote me a letter.
Oh, it's an invitation.
The dog.
Could this be coming from a friend or somebody you are acquainted with? Again, like I said, opening your heart to a friend at this time would be good. It's either somebody you've known for a while, maybe, or that you really feel you can trust. So I really like this, and there's an invitation. Or is a friend getting married? Is it possible that you might be a part of a wedding party or something like that? I could almost see that as possible too for the next few months.
Right, that's in the more practical look at
It
that.
is.
But I really like what you said about the higher love.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, like, the true love and affection and feeling of harmony and trust that we can place with our besties, however they come. Maybe they're brothers, cousins, sisters, that kind of thing. A dear aunt or grandparent of some sort. It just could be about something like that too. Just your association with them that may be happening really takes your sense of unconditional love to a new level. And it gives you value to yourself, Lena.
Wow, that's what we have for you. Good luck with that. Good reading.
Alrighty.
And we're an Airy.
And Violet has a suggestion there.
What suggestion?
2 and 2.
Oh. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's actually
Violet.
a really obvious choice. Actually, we should have thought of that.
So I don't know what everybody thinks of this deck so far, but it's interesting to me. I like it.
Wow.
I may yet do an unboxing of it because there's a lot to be said for the book that it comes with and stuff like that. Really like it.
Okay, so I'm keeping it fresh by using a different tarot for every reading as much as possible. So I literally have
Well, goody for you.
10 or 12 card decks out there.
I have a lot of decks here too, Mr.
So I'm going to use my next deck, the Tarot of the Princesses. It's only a little hard to figure out. But for a 2 and 2, I think that'll work pretty nicely.
Shadow
Let's
may
do
have
it.
had enough. And did the string fall somewhere?
I don't
Take it
know.
with her? Yeah, she's got it with her. She'll probably knock it off the... You don't expect me to get it all the way over there, do you? You goof.
Every time you go away, you take a piece of me with you. Wow! Tiger crouching. No, tiger leaping. Panther leaping.
Shadow, you silly girl.
That was like, whoa. Dark lightning.
And she's out of camera view now, but oh man.
Like, dare me to do it again. That was pretty funny.
Don't eat that. You can't eat it. Hey. Get that out of your mouth. Silly
Holy
girl.
tomato.
She was really chomping away at it like, I'm going to swallow this whole thing, I am.
Yeah, Ari, that's really cool. That's funny.
All right, so I'm going to do
I would have.
Lenormands for each.
All right.
So it will be Libra and Virgo, right?
All right.
Okay.
So, Libra 1, Virgo 1, Libra 2, Virgo 2. And so what did we get? We got the 8 of Wands upright with Libra and the 10 of Cups upright. The reading is over. You know which way to do, Libra. Okay, but on Virgo then, okay, here's what we got. We got the King of Cups reversed. And its strength upright.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
So
That tells its
let's
tale.
start with Libra, and I'll give you the Lenormand for Libra, okay? We have the bouquet. Ooh. God, this sounds like a frickin' wedding. Doesn't it?
You have to name your first child Mr. O.
It's true. So,
Are you doing that one, or are you giving us those?
no, let's do
Okay.
that first. Let's do that first.
Okay, so
'cause
10 of
honestly,
Cups and 8 of Wands upright.
something with a Libra could move to marriage and family.
And quickly even, the 8
And
of
when
Wands.
you have the tower,
Marriage, the tower,
which can be
institution.
legal documents like wedding papers, with the bouquet, this is going to bring you much joy.
You'll still come visit us, won't you?
And you'll toss that bouquet.
Literally.
But you know, you're in Aries. You should get along splendidly with Libras. I get along with Libra males like no tomorrow. That's all I have to say. But even Libra women, I've had best friends, who were Librans. So
I get along pretty well with most Librans.
his father was a Libran.
Yeah,
and,
he adored you
he
too. He
liked
really
me.
did. Me, not so much.
Yeah.
All right. So that was very, very interesting.
All right, so let's look at this situation with the Virgo.
So the Virgos had this reversed King of Cups and Strength upright. And what do you have there?
Well, I have the moon and I have the stars.
Okay, so only kind of like maybe one thing there, like that King of Cups, like maybe they're emotionally a little bit, they can kind of overreact and get sullen, but generally they have an emotional nature, but maybe they have to watch for that sullen thing.
They can also be emotionally detached in the relationship.
Okay.
You know how Virgos are sometimes. They're very much into their
good
work
point.
and their,
Good point.
other aspects. So emotionally, will they be fulfilling enough for you? I guess I would ask that question. Will they be romantic enough for you? That's one thing that comes to mind. You want to go on?
And then you have Strength there.
Yeah.
So Strength is upright. That does sort of talk to the idea of maybe somebody who is able to use their emotion as their guiding point to some degree or to solving problems. So it's sort of like a wiggle there between that, And then you have the moon itself represented there from Lenormand and the stars. So I'll let you take over before I do those.
Well, back to that, because I haven't really talked about it other than the king. I think the strength card indicates to me that this person will be gentle. They will treat you with the utmost respect, I think, here. But, like I said, I feel with that King of Cups there, I don't get the emotional feel from Strength that he's getting. I think they'll treat you respectfully
I
and
think
equally.
I can alter that to what you're like, sort of like a little detached emotionally.
Yeah.
Right, not the most ebullient.
Not the most romantic person in the world, but I feel here with the stars and the moon that there could be a destiny for success here in a love relationship regardless. I guess it depends what you're looking for. They're not badly matched against each other, but if you want to get somebody married real quick and you want to have that happily ever after, I almost feel it's right here with the Libran. I think they've got that edge.
Very interesting.
Yeah, good reads.
I like that reading. I hope you did too, Ari.
Yeah, they aren't that romantic, so that's why I'm saying I don't see that.
Some
satisfied.
Virgos might think
but it
they
depends
are.
what you're looking for. Some people, they're good with a marriage as a partnership, a sort of business partnership.
I'm thinking of
with
all
benefits.
the Virgos I know, and they don't seem especially romantic to me. I'm sorry, Virgos.
Yeah, any Virgos out there, I don't mean any disrespect.
That's a good point, Violet. They tend to be more stoic, that kind of thing.
And not all Virgos are like that.
Wasn't it straightforward?
Right. It's this Virgo, had the King of Cups reversed. So that's not, meaning all Virgos are like that. But I think this person is taking that approach to things. They're more emotionally detached and into their work than the relationship.
So maybe we are moving closer to the point where something really is going to click in. Maybe our cards weren't really feeling those possibilities, but now something maybe is finding its resonance in our cards. Good luck.
All right, who's up next? I think it's Cindy. Okay, I'd like to know if Christopher, born 21 August 1992, is interested in me.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So that's like a Virgo, or their cuspy Virgo Leo, I guess.
Yeah.
And that's going to be your deck. I'll need the Lenormand back.
Yeah, I'm using the Darkwood Tarot.
Lenormand, please.
Okay. Cranky.
I think that Tauruses are more likely sensual in a sense that they like sensual feelings, and maybe at times they might be able to put that into a feeling romantic context. But I agree with you a little bit, Violet, on that. There's a blur there, so and of course all of these astrological things are also influenced by the other elements of your chart,
Exactly.
primarily your moon and your rising sign. But I think Mercury can really color a person's chart too, depending on where Mercury happens.
Okay.
That's a good way to say it too, I mean, I don't think it's impossible, but like I said, it's something that may vary a little bit.
Should I do a yes/no on this? What should we do?
Are they a fixed sign too? Oh, I think they are.
I'm going to throw 3 cards
Good
because I
call.
didn't get an answer from you, so let's do it. Well, 6 of Swords is here upright. There's movement, but where to? And here's something really interesting. Following the 6 of Swords is the 8 of Cups upright. And finally, my very first reversed card of the day, Strength is reversed.
Dang.
Which isn't a bad thing.
All right. I like the
Unnecessarily.
moodiness of that deck. Melancholy. All right, so first Lenormand is the dog. And second Lenormand is the bear.
Well, they could be a very powerful and strong friend. I can see that. Are they interested in you? I'm not completely sure I've got an answer here. We may have to go to a yes/no for this after, which is what I was trying to ask him earlier, because there's some confusion here. And I'll explain why. We have the 6 of Swords and we have the 8 of Cups. Now, I could say, looking at this, because at first I was saying, okay, there's movement, but where are they moving? That's the question for me. Where are they moving? And it seems to me, with Strength reversed, they aggressively want to move forward on something. But now if this is involving you, they may be moving from a difficult situation that they were involved in towards something what they consider better, which could be you. I'd like to determine that with a yes/no. Or it could be that they're just moving, they might like you, they might want to be a powerful friend of yours, but they might be moving on to something else. That's what I want to see here.
Well, Cindy, the question seems like you asked it from their point of view. Are they interested in you? And I always find it a little bit interesting or sometimes challenging when both the 6 of Swords and the 8 of Cups show up, because they tend to show movement, which Banshee probably covered, and maybe the movement could be in a similar direction, corollary direction, but it may be from a different point of view. Like one is maybe like they feel they need to get away from something that haunts them in some respect, or that they just know they can be better somewhere else. And the other one is like more, it's avocational, vocational, like they feel like I'm being called to do this thing. It's not about escaping something else or moving towards something better. It's being called maybe. So is that what they feel about you? Maybe. Like maybe they are moving away from a relationship that was troublesome or not as good for them. And
or a situation in their life.
Or a situation in their life, okay. And maybe they are thinking, at least, of moving towards you, or moving towards something that feels better.
More fulfilling.
So this could indicate that in general, maybe they are just interested in moving into some better direction, and maybe depending on your communication, because we're not actually getting a lot from you about that.
Well,
we don't know the context, really.
I did say that, where was that? Oh, I'll look at the question again. Oh, here it is. If Christopher, born August 19th, is interested in me. Okay, you're right. There isn't a lot of context there. I was thinking of another reading,
okay.
I think.
We're supposed to do this, right?
Do what?
The reading.
We are.
I'm, sensitive much?
At any rate, I want to do a yes/no if you are done. Did you want to tackle the dog? You did. You did.
No, I didn't. Did you?
I did.
Oh, I didn't even know that you did that.
Because you weren't listening to me.
Well, I was busy looking for the question, actually. That's why I...
Well, what was I doing?
Who knows? Who really knows?
Okay. Sorry, Cindy. A little bit of... what would our show be without a little disagreement?
Better?
Well, at least, we're kind of on the same
Okay.
page here with the cards.
So, yeah, I kind of agree with her that maybe the overall idea is these things seem abstract, and I didn't really talk about that. But this sort of becomes more personal. Like this person maybe is somebody who does like you or has some sense of
Well, a
loyalty
strong ally or
harmony,
friendship here.
and then the strength factor.
Yeah.
And of course, strength reverse
Right.
does talk about somebody who's more likely to use a sense of physicality to move things the way they want. They don't necessarily involve the let's understand this process. They understand this, I'm going to get in there and do it process.
So here's the deal, Cindy. I want to do a yes/no because even though I see some possibilities here, nothing is really clear where they're moving to, other than the fact that they could be a good friend, and there's a sign of movement here. And so I think we want to see what that yes/no will determine here. Because, when somebody's asking, are they interested in me, I look for some kind of hot to trot cards here that tell me so. And unless you see that, I'm not seeing that.
Well, we see the same thing.
Okay, so give me those back. Let me do a quick yes/no.
Gimme, gimme, gimme.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, my Mercury and my Saturn are in Scorpio, and so your hubs and me and any Tauruses are generally speaking my opposite. Like they're sort of like my dark twin. I tease a couple people I know in my personal life, like, well, you're my dark twin because you're 6 months opposite. Her mom was literally exactly 6 months opposite. Our birthdays were literally 6 months opposite. We were not so dark twins. We were sort of like, I'm not sure if I like you as much. I didn't use the H word. But so, yeah, maybe we're sort of mirror-like in that way, me and DH, because I do feel that your opposites have a lot of this very similar qualities, but they may approach them from another point of view or another point of interest, so. Taurus, sensual, Scorpio, sexual.
Well,
I know.
and look,
This is
then
an
there's
adult
the one
program.
ace. Well, this is kind of an interesting thing. It's leaning towards no, that they're not interested. But let's take a look at this. The Nine of Wands is reversed. The Three of Wands is upright. And the Ace of Cups is here as the card that determines whether it's a yes or no. And I'm getting an interesting feeling from this, Cindy. I think what it's saying is not at the moment. Not at the moment. So it's leaning towards no, that it's maybe not happening now, but that doesn't mean it's not going to happen. I feel here that this is just like a work in progress. Don't give up yet. Even though this is the Nine of Swords reversed, I really feel here this is a sign you shouldn't give up because of the Three of Wands here. That's the Wands, right? The Three of Wands here is making me believe that maybe in time they might be better prepared or maybe looking at you from a different standpoint, right?
It's more of an opportunity.
I think that, let this develop into a friendship or a partnership or whatever the case may be. Keep the dialogue going because it may lead to something later.
Without knowing for sure, it's possible that maybe they are still coming off of something that, is either was a difficult relationship or situation that maybe made them anxious, maybe, kind of, emotionally did a number on them. But it does seem like maybe this could happen in time. It's not over yet.
So it's
like
leaning towards no now. But
Yeah.
I don't think it's it's a given that nothing will happen here. So keep an open mind about this one. Good luck with that. Hey, and I don't know if you're the Cindy who used to follow us on Twitter, but good to see you if it's you. And if you're new, good to see you here as well.
Thank you.
Good luck with that.
All right, so we are on Siama, general reading. And let's see, keeping with the new decks, I'm going to use my Ancestral Path Tarot.
Hi, Viddy.
Hi, Viddy.
Yeah, let's add Viddy. I'm thinking about it now. We're close to our capacity.
We possibly can have. No, we're up to 3, so maybe that's it. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah, that's 18. So we might want to stop with Viddy. I think the list is closed.
She said it.
I said it, Violet. Yep. Got it. All right, we've added Viddy, and that will be it for today. 18 people, that's really great. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in. All right, Siama is up.
I can't seem to do it because of the little glyphs in my way. Type something else in. Anybody. Okay, there we go. I got it. Hold on. It's the way that little reactions show up there.
There it goes.
Won't let me get it, but I got it.
All right, so, hey, let's get on Siama's general reading.
Okay. And once again, Ancestral Path Tarot is being used. You know, did I use this one earlier? Maybe I did. I don't remember. Okay, so first card is the Four of Cups upright. Then we have the reversed Six of Cups. And then we have the reversed Eight of Wands. That's called the Eight of Staves here.
Reversed Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands has been coming up a bit.
Yeah.
Hasn't it?
And the 4 and the 6, but one is upright and one is reversed.
I know, Four of Cups is upright, and
Six
the
is
Four
reversed.
of, what is
It's
that?
a Six of Cups.
Six of Cups is reversed.
Yes.
Huh. If you've been contemplating going back to something from your past video, it seems, okay, this is a general reading, Siama. It's Siama, right? Siama.
Mm-hmm.
If you've been thinking and contemplating about going back to somebody or some situation from your past, moving to a place you know, an area you used to live in, doing some work you used to do years ago, or a relationship with somebody you used to have in the past, it really may not be a good idea to do it. I feel like you're giving some thought to something from the past that you want to relive again in a way. But it's not going to work out well for you. And as a matter of fact, I would say it would be a waste of your energy at this time.
It's certainly an offer of some sort of
Yeah.
question coming to you. And maybe if it's not directly from the past, it still hinges from a past association. So maybe it's somebody who knew you from another place you might have had a situation at, and now they're trying to bring you into that situation. But I agree with her. I think that there's either a lack of energy or just doesn't really
Connect.
hit the target you want to hit. It doesn't take you anywhere useful. It may be that you're helping them out, and maybe that might be good, but it's not really going to do as much for you as you might want. And I think it's coming up. So as a general reading, I feel like you know, this is coming up, and maybe it will bring up the ideas about, you know, where this past association might have been important.
You know, whether it's an old friend who wants to even come back in your life and, you know, you may have some reservations about that. There may be some good reasons you have reservations about that, and maybe it's not a good idea.
You're welcome, Shreya. Thank you. All right, so in the Lenormand, it's the coffin and the child. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I feel here that if this is like attached to, you know, family or your childhood in some way, it's time to let this go. It's time to maybe move on from it. But I also think the child is here. You know, it's interesting to have that Six of Cups reversed and the child here with the coffin, don't you think, Mr. O?
What about it?
having the Six of Cups here and the coffin with the six. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
there's a
having the
resonance.
child here with the coffin with the Six of Cups.
There's a
reversed.
resonance to that idea.
So I think here, the other thing I might say to you is the time for things that you've done at a stage in your life, maybe where you were a little bit less mature, it's over now, you know? And I think here, you know, and I mean, when you were younger, maybe, it doesn't even have to be childhood. It's over now, and I think what this is saying is you need to move on to different opportunities, different places for growth than something from your past.
So I feel this too, that there's a sense here that really what's going on as a general reading is that there's a point here you're coming to, or you have come, or it's around you now, where you could, you know, go back to something or be involved with something maybe that you were before. But I think you should hold out for a new direction. I think a newer direction, maybe it's not as secure, but there's more troubles associated with your personal growth, perhaps, is a way of looking at it.
Get up in there. Hi, Sonny. Good to see you. Good to see you. He's come in for the hugs. Well, that's what we have for you. I don't have anything else. Good luck with that.
All right.
We're on Libra. Well, I'm sorry, Shreya. I would just say, you know, beware. You know, be aware that this might not be in your best interest. If you want to talk to him and see where it leads, that's fine. But, you know, be sure you look at this through very objective eyes. Don't let your heart, you know, rule you here. Make sure you're looking at this very objectively. So, oh no.
We're not on camera.
I will not say Mr. O had a cleanup to take care of here. Anyway, that's what we have for you. I wish you luck with that. And let's see. And yes, the Sun Man is back, Mr. Rivera. We should have known. Because Kara's still here. And Kara's coming up for a reading soon. But right now, we are on... Are we on Kara? No, it's Libra.
Are we out of order? I think it's Libra.
It is Libra. I don't know why I
All
put a
right.
line through Libra's name. I don't know how that happened.
Well, it reminds me of that old John Lennon song. I guess I shouldn't say what it was.
But hi, Libra. Let's see. It's my deck, isn't it?
It is.
Let's use...
No, please don't ask. Cleanup on aisle 13 will work well enough.
No, it wasn't that. And it wasn't barf, thankfully. But really, you don't want to keep going down this rabbit hole.
Cindy, you were the previous one or the
Oh,
second
hi,
to previous?
Cindy. We did your reading. Hold on. We're just starting Libras. Siama's was after you. We did that one. So you're a reading up from here. So you're going to have to rewind to check it out. Are you the Cindy that followed me on Twitter by chance? I'm just curious.
Right, so we did perform the reading, and you will have to rewind to see it. It was a couple back.
Yeah. It was an interesting read. We did too.
Yeah.
We did a
We actually
yes
did
no
too,
to
yeah.
follow up on our reading for you. So just go back a little ways and you'll be able to find it. If you see Siama's reading, you're the one right before that one. Okay? Good luck with that. Okay. So what is Libra's quest? Is
Is
it
it a
Libra?
general reading?
General reading. Got it. Yeah.
There it is.
Using My Raven's Dream, Tarot by MJ. This is a hard one for me to put down lately. I really like it. So beautiful. All right, perfect. Well, Libra cusp, you've got our party card today. The Four of Wands is upright. Woohoo!
Nice.
We did that for the collective today. But sadly, I have a rather nasty card following it. It is reversed. It's the King of Swords. It's always somebody that's got to bring the party down, you know?
Thrust their blade into whatever.
But this is a general reading, so we'll see how everything fits together. You got the Seven of Wands upright.
Okay.
Interesting.
And you may be interested in seeing these
I
then.
will.
Lenormand the first is the key. And then the second one is the stork.
Oh.
So the stork is the key, or the stork moderates the key?
Well, how interesting this reading is. You know, the King of Swords does not have to emulate a man or necessarily a partner, but it could. It represents an individual who this King of Swords reversed is very difficult to deal with, you know, and they are angry, you know, and when they're angry, they're just like almost impossible to deal with. And I feel here you have to defend yourself in some way here. You have to stand your ground. It's almost as if this was a parent who was clamping down on, you, a family member or somebody, a boss who's just being very malignant and toxic in their approach to you. This is just something where you have to stand up for yourself and stand your ground. And I feel here they're upsetting something that was really you felt was a good foundation or structure for you. Is this disrupting your workflow or your work life in some way? Is this disrupting your family life in some way? Somebody is out of control here and needs to be given some boundaries.
Yes, yes to everything. I feel like when I see that Four of Wands, I feel like the home or the family structure is what is at stake here with this kind of stuff going on. It may imply that really you're the one trying to hold things together because of that, and that the King of Swords is the personality or situation that is adversarial here. And it does, of course, like Banshee said, put you in the position of being protective here. So I can't really add much more to that. I feel that strongly, though. Somehow, maybe something new has to begin. Something has to change fundamentally or push you into a new way. It seems to be the key. And I don't know if somebody needs a new job, somebody needs to get a new life, something like that. And, of course, a key, a metal kind of pointy thing, does relate a little bit to the swords in a way.
I like that. The key to me is, either a fresh start, seeing if, hey, saying to this person, hey, can't we get this beyond this and just start over, in a better positive direction? That could be one thing, or it could be, as Mr. O said, maybe the key is letting this go and taking a new course of action, a new path, and just letting this person stew, because they seem very unreasonable and difficult to get along with in whatever capacity. So I don't know. This is coming. This is something coming. So it could be a fresh argument of some sort with someone you're dealing with either at work or in your personal life.
Four of Wands implies that keeping things stable is the most important thing, and maybe that's where you're going to come from in all of this, is that's your role, is keeping it stable.
Yeah, so good luck with that, Libra.
Good luck, Libra.
All right, that leaves us to Kara.
Kara.
Oh, and Sunny says, read good cards for Kara.
Okay, it's about a witch.
I see that, but where's the question?
I don't know.
I'm going way back here. I don't see it.
I know she wrote in the beginning, I rescued, it's like one of your nieces or something like that. Well, I'm pretty sure I want to use something scary. Do I have it? Ooh, there it is.
Uh-oh, she said she'd be coming back, but I'm not sure where the question is.
There it is. And she said LB Chaos. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to use my 13 tarot. Black and white and gray and red all over. No.
All right.
There it is. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's okay. Zelda. Well, she's a witch. Her name's Zelda. She's a witch. I'm kidding. Loves the moon. Well, you never know, right? How shall we do this? It's a simple yes or no, but how do you want to do it, really?
It's up to you. You could pick 3 cards.
Tell you what,
on
I'll
that
throw
too.
3 cards, and if it's not very conclusive, we'll do the yes or no.
We still got to get that other yes or no.
Yes, into our heads.
This is so funny.
Isn't it? Well, when I
What?
nothing.
It's funny. It's just where you see it. But it's not maybe what you think. It's not about the moon. I'll at least throw that out there. But
Well, that's flavor text for the question.
it may come up there, though, right?
The moon? What?
Yeah.
We'll see.
That's okay, Violet.
Okay, so the first card is the Ace of Wands. I guess we should have done a yes or no. I love that one. Ace of Wands.
Upright?
Upright.
Wow.
The second one is also upright, and it's the Eight of Wands.
Again.
It's her brooms.
You're going to love this.
Those
You're
are
gonna love
brooms.
this. You're going to love this.
Uh-oh. And then the final one, uh-oh. This is bad. Run, Kara. It's the Three of Swords upright. She's looking for some blood. She's here from the past. I don't know.
Speaking
oh
of
my
blood,
God. It's
speaking
the
of
whip.
blood, there's the
It's
whip.
the whip. She's
and
gonna
remember,
whip it good.
in a number of decks, the whip
Is
is
the
also
broom.
known as the broom.
Boom, boom.
Right.
It all fits.
And
Run.
along with that idea of the broom, what are brooms made from?
Trees. She's hanging on the gallows pole. Okay, so your niece Zelda is a diabolic witch who is reincarnated in your family and is up to no good.
What?
Okay, I don't know that.
There's positive cards mostly here. Mostly.
No, it's a 3. They're all bloody looking. Look at them. Look at them.
It's the deck you chose.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
You're right. She's not a diabolic witch.
Let's take a
But
look
she
at
might be a
this.
witch.
The Ace of Wands, and you have the Eight of Wands,
And the
then
tree.
you have the swords, you have the tree, you have the whip, which also could be a broom, and remember in the Lenormand. There's all these signs of wood, which is really interesting to me. And a natural substance here, which seems to me she's going to be very connected to the natural world. And I feel here, too, that there's a lot of fire energy here. I don't know if you said what sign
She
she
says
is.
she's a Libra.
Oh, she's a Libra. My opposite.
She
Well-
solemnly swears she's up to no good. Aw.
Well,
Earth Angel, Earth Angel.
I feel here there's a new beginning possible for her in this regard. She needs to apply her energy and direct it towards this path, in order for her to pursue it. In other words, I'm not sure she's totally a natural witch, but I think that she could be one, most definitely here. I think, though, that, she has to realize that this path has its sorrows attached to it. It may separate her from others who may think she's strange or weird or whatever the case may be.
That's true.
It's a lonely path that we tread a lot of times. Don't you feel it sometimes? We have to be within this world and outside of this world at the same time. And sometimes this world does not accept us for who we are. So that's why I think that sorrow card is here. And
I think there's a lot here
go
to
ahead.
indicate.
I'll let you go ahead. I'll go to Lenormand after.
I don't know. You opened your mouth and I lost everything.
Do you want me to go ahead?
Go
and
ahead.
Maybe you'll get it with the tree and the whip. I would have to say that, she should try to learn early. She could grow into a really powerful witch in a way, but she needs to move on it in her early years. She needs to have that sense and that connection with the natural world, number one. And, and think, let her imagination just flow. Let her imagination flourish. I think here she's got, there could be study. And by that, I mean, not necessarily book study, but getting out there in nature and, exploring the world.
I guess it's just really, there's a lot of energy here and a lot of movement, and it feels like, there is something growthful that can happen here with this person. And I think that the movement thing is like pushing them along that road to what we are, even at a young age. Maybe that's why I was joking that she's a reincarnation, because maybe she is a returned soul of some sort. But I think Banshee was really cool to point that out. The Three of Swords is that, to some degree, we walk a different path. And I see this
The road we walk is thorny.
It is so thorny. But I see this in some of the areas of interfaith where non-monotheistics are never exactly accepted the same way in interfaith. But in some parts it is. I feel really good about the interfaith group I'm in now because there are other non-monotheistics, Hindu folks that are there. At any rate, it's, everything else is pretty correct. There's a lot of growth here, and she will probably have to learn faster. She will have opportunities to learn fast and to grow.
So
You're welcome, Cindy.
That's what we have for you. Hey, you're very welcome, Cindy. Glad you got to see it.
All right, so that was Kara. I get those back, I guess.
All right, and we are on. Good luck with her, Kara. Sounds interesting.
Mysterious Queen.
Mysterious Queen is up. Hello, I'm a student and I want to go to UK, for Masters in Biochemistry. Will I be successful there? So confused. Even I don't know. Will I go there? Well, let's see what 3 cards say, and we'll take it from there. This is for you now, I think.
Yes. Yeah, it's your deck.
Yep, I'm going to bring out the Golden Girls. Yay!
As usual, Sunny has literally passed out on us.
I know, which is good. But of course, you see I have absolutely no space there now. So, give him a lot of space and he takes all of it. We opened this up really big this time, and there we go. And he's snoring. Sort of.
So, going to remind everybody, we will be here Thursday night.
We will.
7 to 9 p.m., our normal time for Thursday nights.
And guess what, Mr. O?
What?
I believe next week
It's
going to
the...
be 2 things. We're going to get socked because fall equinox is here, and you know what that means, a monthly modality message.
That'll
And
be on
then
Wednesday,
next
the
week,
22nd, I think.
4th quarter moon,
That
which
too.
means an unhappy hour is
Unhappy
upon us.
hour is upon us.
Yes.
Sadness.
Did I just pick
We'll
them up
show
from
you
a
how to
cut?
make it better.
I did.
Alrighty.
Well, this is interesting. We got the Ten of Pentacles upright. Ooh. We've got the Moon upright. Wow, all of this is good. We got the Nine of Swords reversed.
So you're wondering if you're going to have luck applying to or going to school in the UK?
Well, what it's saying is she wants to know if she'll be successful there.
Ah.
She's confused even if she doesn't know if she'll go there. I get the feeling you just might, but I don't know. Are you really attached to family right now, or where you are, that you're very hesitant to leave behind, the familiar and the security of home? The security of your homeland maybe be the case here. So I'm wondering about this, that this is very comfortable and secure for you and might be playing a role in that decision. But I'll also say this, as far as you wanting to go goes, I think this could turn out really well for you. I think you could learn and grow here, and that maybe even you might want to stay there more long term if it's at all possible.
I like that. I think that's a good possibility there. I think that if this does involve support from foundational stuff, families, communities, whatever, you have that, that maybe if this is your decision, you will have support, and or you'll always have a home, even if it's not where you actually are staying at, in any given moment.
And so with the moon there, you wonder if your studies will be successful. Yes. The moon is a very positive card for this. It's saying, yes, it could be really successful for you. So I'm just going to go right to that last card here and tell you, cast your fears aside and your doubts about yourself. If you really believe this is a path forward for you, or could be, it's time to let your fears and anxieties go, because this looks really positive and growthful.
I'm going to disagree on the moon, because I sort of feel that could just be saying you still have an element of not being sure. You still not totally understanding
You're
that.
right.
You could be leaning towards that, and you could be seeing those success positivities.
You're right.
Things happen within the cycle of the moon, so you may be looking at this and evaluating this as a commitment to those cycles, towards success. So I totally agree with that.
Forget what I said.
No, you were good.
Up to a point. No, I was not. I was reading it like the Lenormand moon.
Okay.
So let me just say this about the moon. He's right. Okay, so you want growth, you want security, and I feel here, and you want to be able to learn and grow from the experience, and I think it's highly possible. The moon here is saying, though, you just don't feel you have all the facts. You're very insecure about making this decision because you're uncertain this is right for you. There's a lot of unknowns here, and that scares you, okay? But trust your gut on this. What is your gut telling you to do, really? And set aside fears and self-doubts. Maybe fears are not coming from a place of intuition. Fears is coming from a place of the shadow element. And so
I like that.
Right. And so I feel here, with the Nine of Swords reversed, that's still relevant. You need to cast aside your fears while you're thinking about what's the best course of action to take. Are you just hanging on to the home front because you feel the most safe and secure and comfortable here?
Well, I like that you feel like you are inclined to want to do this, because of the visa and stuff like that, or that it feels like it may happen. And I agree with Banshee. I think the Nine of Swords reversed, maybe combined with the moon, says, that there has been some sense of, you pondering that, you not sure if, you are being over or underexposed. There's a sense of anxiety. There's also a little bit of a sense of fear in some sense, if it's a real big step for you, of course. So let's look at the Lenormand. And here's the letter.
Ooh.
And the letter could possibly be the acceptance into school, or the acceptance or knowledge of getting something you want, like maybe funding or whatever. Here's the heart. And of course, the heart is about, things you really love or cherish, or you really resonate strongly to. So it may be saying that, an invitation or some communication really fills you with joy, because maybe it is tied into this. Maybe it resolves things one way or the other in a good way.
Well, I like what he's saying there. It's very clear that your heart's desire could be decided, what you do by a letter or document that you receive. Maybe it's an acceptance letter, or maybe it's a funding letter. There's something that gives you hope, and it seems to be coming to you through some written form. And it's going to make you
Email
happy
even, yeah.
and make you feel like maybe you should follow your
Hope
heart
so.
on this.
Hope so.
So good luck with this. I think it's leading towards it probably would work out for you if that's the decision you choose to make. So whatever you decide,
Aw, I like hearing that, Mysterious Queen.
so whatever you decide,
Go on.
whatever you decide is like, don't let your fears decide it for you. Okay? So take it to the pros and cons of going there. Look at that objectively, but don't let any kind of fear block you. Good luck with that.
And like Captain Marvel says, may your star be at peace.
All right, give me my golden girls. Good luck with that, Mysterious Queen. Hey, there's some good schools in the UK.
And I understand we are looking for Tanya. Tanya, if you needed to hear verbally, now is that moment, do or
Yeah.
die. And I know
We'll
sometimes...
only give you a few moments
You're welcome.
because
few,
we're
though.
at a tight ship to run.
And
So do you
Violet's been trying to get an answer from you.
Well, and the thing is, we don't mind if you don't post your question, but if you're not here when we call you, we likely, in this, we're so full up today, we will not get you in later.
Maybe you're just dropping in to say hi, because I think you did this recently too. We
Yeah.
couldn't find you. But if so, hi. You're welcome.
Last call for Tanya.
Oh,
Oh!
You're after Angel. Okay, that's fine. So you still got a few moments, Tanya. What?
I wish I'd known that. It's
Well-
not last call for Tanya yet. Tanya, start writing your question, though. We're on Mr. Rivera. Okay.
All right, so is it
Sorry,
my deck?
Angel.
Yes, because you used
Are
the
you
Golden
sure
Girls.
you don't want to use yours? I know
The
you brought
Earth
it
and
out.
Bone Oracle.
Let him use the Earth and Bone Oracle, Mr.
Let me
Rivera.
use it.
You get a reading from Mr. O today.
A single, and it's the Earth and Bone, which I've used before, possibly for you even. I love this Oracle set. It's recently been released, and the images have been a little bit brighter
You
because
mean
it's
re-released.
re-released because it's got a little bit lighter imagery on it. Thank you, Mysterious Queen. We are inspired by the people we read for, though.
He's right.
I misread what Violet was doing. She was trying to get Tanya to cough up a question before it was too late. So I apologize for that. Angel
Yeah.
was always next, and then Tanya was after him. So hopefully Tanya shows up. Don't know. Thank you. Alrighty, Angel Rivera. Here is your Earth and Bone Shadow Work and or Oracle Affirmation. Ooh, Spectrals. Number 33. Do you want to read it?
Maybe I will. But let's see.
Discernment. Critical thinking.
Wait a minute. Spectral?
35.
35. Okay.
Investigation. Insight. I'll tell you what, read the main reading and I'll do the affirmation at the end.
Okay. So like a spectral, the illusions of the outer world constantly change and are therefore not real. I also shade there's some keywords here. Discernment, critical thinking, investigation. Was that on the card?
No, I read something else.
Discernment.
Oh, wait, that was on the card.
Okay,
Go ahead and read them
thinking,
again.
investigation, and insight. So like a spectral, the illusions of the outer world constantly change and are therefore not real. Everything you once believed about yourself was based on well-intended fiction. Everything in your life is dependent on you. The energy that surrounds you is created by you. Gain control over this energy by embracing the fact that you are not helpless, but that you create your own world. Every lesson in hardship is meant to encourage you to learn, however difficult or joyous. The seemingly physical world is an illusion. We can change everything with a shift in our consciousness. If anyone can do this, why is everyone not doing it? Awareness, acceptance, and intention come first. For many, this is a difficult state to overcome, since they have been conditioned to feel helpless. You, on the other hand, are connected to everything. You are the center of your universe. Our physical senses are incapable of comprehending anything that's not logical or linear. You have the ability to shift your mindset and realize how truly powerful you are. It necessitates a paradigm shift in thinking and living with the belief that everything is possible. Believe in yourself as a divine being. When you recognize your own power, you'll notice that like attracts like. Exiting the matrix is very simple. Recognize you are in control. You are the one to set yourself free from deceptive illusions.
Affirmation. I am strengthened as I seek the truth of my personal reality. I am the creator of my own reality. I am in control of my reality by how I choose to think. And did you want to go first? I think this card is kind of like the essential or quintessence of the entire deck, because I think it says it's up to you to create your own reality and to seek from your own inner darkness those points that help you discern what is truthful for you and how you can enact.
You know, it's said the old adage that you control your own reality. You are the master of your fate, your destiny. And, yeah, sure, you know, there are externals that may throw roadblocks in your path, but all of these things, well, you know, they like to say here it's an illusion. I like to say that they are just stepping stones to getting there. And some are more slippery than others, but you know what? You know that you can get there. You know that this is just some challenge that you have to face along the way of getting to where you want to be. It's all about learning. It's all about growing and accepting the fact that you can control your next move. You don't have to let the external fictions surrounding you control you. It is a really deep card, definitely. This is a very thoughtful deck, which is why I thought it would be perfect for me.
Well, you do it more justice than I do. Thank you for your help.
Wow. So I don't know if this resonates to a situation you're facing right now, but you know, the other thing is that once you find your power, it's like it said in there, you can attract like to you. So, you know, the more you work and the more you believe in that destiny and that you control it, the more you will attract it to you. So, good luck with that.
3, 2, 1.
All right, Tanya, are you here? Say yes right now. Otherwise, Violet is counted down, and that's it. Okay, we're on Nicole.
Hi, Nicole.
Too late. What does Spirit want you to know? Okay.
So that's going to be your deck again.
Yep, I'm getting it. I am going to use the Jack-o'-lantern Tarot. I'm thinking of using this for cards for the collective after Mr. O's deck is done. The one we're using for the week ahead. The Mind's Eye. Seasonal.
And I know it's a little early, but we will be doing Halloween type things during October. I may be using a few more vampire tarot decks than I normally do. Wow. I didn't hear her.
Yeah, I didn't either. I was wondering if it was Sunny, maybe. He's been
No,
getting...
he's right here,
Okay,
and I don't
probably
think it was
wasn't.
him. I guess I missed her. Jackie
I
heard
can
it too.
see I
guess.
have a reversed card to start with here. So what does Spirit want you to know, Nicole? Well, you have the Page of Swords reversed. So I think Spirit wants you to know right now that this is a time to not be reckless with the decisions you make and or moves that you make, to watch what you say. And also, I think in line with that, to watch what you tell yourself. Okay? I think here this is important to take a more positive approach to what you're saying to yourself right now and how you're talking with others, how you're speaking with others. Be graceful, be more diplomatic, be positive in your approach to others.
I think Spirit wants you to know, what it was, Spirit?
Yes.
Also knows that maybe, Spirit understands that maybe this has been a little bit of a time where you feel a little bit untethered, a little bit insecure, and maybe even a little bit awkward in certain respects. Like you maybe feel, you're sort of skirting around the edges of being direct because you're intimidated a little bit, or you're not quite as strong. But the awkward thing is coming to my mind too. So maybe Spirit says it's okay if you feel like you've been screwing up some things, because you can still, get back to better.
Well, it's not my unfavorite time of year, that's for sure. No, I love Halloween. I do. It's just such a magical time.
If I had enough Vampire Tarot decks, I would probably do 31 days of fight and do a different one every day, or cycle them through. I still might do something. I did something like that last week, and I think we ought to replay from a few years back our Halloween haiku show, or at least the highlights from it, because that was really fun, and the haiku are pretty cool.
Well, we haven't made any more. We were trying to get it into a book, but I ran into a lot of snags putting that together.
Well, either we could find time to do some new ones, or we could replay the show, because it really is a pretty good show. Got a lot of views back in the day, and there's a whole
I had
audience
a feeling
waiting for
that
it.
I might just sell it as an online thing through Canva. Sell access to the books I'm doing there.
All right, so Nicole says
Stay tuned for that.
That does have a resonance. The
All
ideas that we've said.
So
there.
why is this important? And also it's saying don't be careless or reckless making fast decisions or moves that you haven't thought out very well. That could be another thing. Why is this important? The 8 of Swords reversed. That's not a bad card to get reversed. I think it's important because, you're finally, you need to reclaim your belief in yourself. You need to reclaim your self-confidence and eliminate the self-doubts in your life. This is about breaking free from a negative, down on yourself mindset. And so in order to do that, you have to dance delicately. You have to watch what you... I like this card here because of what I said in the beginning. Watch what you say to yourself. Because if it's negative speak, then that's what's fueling your inability to move out of what's holding you back. And this is showing you want very much to move forward in a positive way.
I think it's important to understand that Spirit wants you to understand these, qualities about yourself, because it is part of getting back to where you want to be, Nicole. It is sort of seeing that maybe some of that was about an illusion that you had about yourself, but you needed to get through that. That maybe as long as you kept saying, well, I do these things because of this reason, that was sort of an illusion you had about yourself. So it's important to understand this, that you may be in an awkward time, but you're still trying to get better, because ultimately, you are pulling yourself through that association or that illusion that you held about yourself. In other words, you're sort of seeing yourself in a more truthful light.
And we were just talking about Halloween and shadows.
And here's our black cat. Hello, baby. Hello, baby.
And so where are things headed? Well, it could be a little better. We have the Knight of Wands reversed. So I was thinking about the message of this card here, and I get the feeling what it's saying is that don't try to, again, it kind of lines up in a way with that Page of Swords in that don't be too ambitious in your approach to moving forward. In other words, there's a process here, and there's no shortcuts. The Knight of Wands reversed sometimes is looking for shortcuts, you know. I'm going to just move ahead regardless of things, and it gets him stuck. He gets stuck because he doesn't want to follow through the process. But I think you're going to have to do that in order to, Spirit is saying, in order to move forward in a constructive direction.
I could see the Knight of Wands reversed as somebody who maybe is being cautioned to not be so overly ambitious, to sort of feel like, you know, it's one step at a time. You know, you can't make necessarily bigger changes by doing a whole bunch of things at once and saying this is going to all move into a new foundation. It may not necessarily be true. So I think it's a caution towards trying to be too ambitious in some of what your goals are. So having said that, I'm sort of wanting or hoping that I can tie that into the Lenormand. And the first one is the cross. And the second one is the crossroads.
Wow.
And so maybe I'm thinking this is saying you are going to realize you can't do everything at once. You can't go down multiple roads. You know, it's the end of maybe looking at, I have to please these things, whether it's myself or whether it's other people you're trying to please or other situations. You have to really pare it down maybe and not so much be open-ended there.
Well, seeing the crossroads and the grief card again, this, I'll tell you what, this cross has been coming up too much lately. I'm not happy about this. Take care, Angel. Hopefully see you soon. I have to say here, you're at a crossroads right now, and you have choices. You have the choice of pulling yourself out of this negative speak, being more positive, being more positive in approach to your problems, handling them not carelessly, not thoughtlessly, and not talking to yourself negatively, going forward with, God, what is that card again? Oh, yeah, it's the Knight of Wands. Going forward less recklessly and less ambitiously, and realizing you're in it for the long haul here. You could make a good turn here by changing your attitude and your mindset. But recognize here you're at a crossroads, and you could go back. You could go back to this life that's giving you stress, grief, and difficulty, or you could change course. This is saying the choice is yours. It's right here.
All right.
Good luck with Nicole.
That. And yeah, I hope we see you around Halloween time when we have all of our cool stuff happening. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Right. Always more work.
More of our crazy ducks.
All right, so Christine, and what is coming up for me in terms of career?
Oh.
All right, so I'm going to use the English Magic Tarot.
Okay.
As I move forward with decks I have not used yet.
Put that one there.
I'm also getting ready to do, hopefully, maybe not this week because of the other programs we mentioned earlier, but soon, some unboxings of some new tarots and oracles. I think I have an urban tarot that needs to be shown, as well as, I think it's called a tarot of folklore, or the folkloric tarot. And I have the secret oracle of the Green Witch that I want to do flip overs.
Very welcome,
Thank you,
Nicole. Good luck with that.
We appreciate you coming too. We like you sharing your story with us.
Absolutely.
All right. So, Christine, is that your reading? What is coming towards me?
Career-wise?
Yeah, in terms of...
Let's keep it open.
Okay.
It's what is coming up for me in terms of career,
All right.
yeah.
So, the first card is the Devil reversed. The second card is the Knight of Swords upright. And the last card is the reversed Eight of Cups.
That's how cards get bent.
They always are slippery.
The reversed
say
Eight
so.
of Cups?
That's what I said.
Oh. Well, that's interesting.
Is it?
Yeah, because I do want to get the Lenormand out there too at some point. It's
I'm
okay.
waiting for you.
Ready? All right, here.
Heart and soul. Maybe. Heart and anchor. All right.
Well, that is an interesting read. I do feel here...
What is coming for me in terms... What is coming up for me?
Well, I think maybe breaking free from something that hasn't been good for you. You know, the Devil reversed is liberating yourself from either a mindset, a situation that just hasn't really been good for you. Maybe it's held you back in some ways. Maybe you feel oppressed by it and you want to move on. You know, with that Knight of Swords here, you want to move on. I think that you are moving towards something, but, you know, with the Eight of Cups reversed... It's almost saying, is there something holding you back still from doing that? I don't know what it could be, but it's almost as if there's kind of a push-pull. You know, we haven't used that in a while here, but I do feel a kind of push-pull here between the Knight of Swords and that Eight of Cups reversed. Part of you wants to maybe feel like maybe it's not time for me to... you know, test the waters anywhere else right now. Whereas another part of you wants you to move forward, you know, and make a decision, make a move.
I don't know if this is really what you're thinking or what the vibration feels like. I think it's more likely what is coming to you here, what is coming up. And it is the sense of something that's restricting you or holding you back is going to be toppled in some way, or you're going to, you know, find a way to get away from it. And so maybe if, you know, it involves, you know, really a bold move of some sort. If you're already in your job, in your career, maybe it involves a bold move. That bold move could just be saying, I'm mad as hell and I don't want to take it anymore, and really resolving to put yourself back into the resume game or the brushing up skills game, or even seeking new education if possible, or new licensing of some sort. So I kind of agree with Banshee here too, though, that these two cards sort of represent a push-pull kind of situation here. Like, one shows that maybe something is really moving you into another direction and it's something you feel brave or secure about, but at the same time maybe you're wondering if it really involves a vision for you. Like, maybe this is really moving to something that is a good move in terms of opportunity or economy. Like, you know, it's like it's an opportunity to make some money or to have security, but it still doesn't feel like it's what you want to be doing, and so you're just not going to feel as fulfilled by it on maybe some other levels. And so that is kind of interesting, showing the heart and the anchor then too. But I'll wait for Banshee on that.
I definitely thought I liked where you're going with the Devil, because to me, if you want to free yourself or liberate yourself right now from some situation that seems oppressive to you or not working out for you, you do have to make some moves here. You have to make your mind up. You have to make a move. You have to make a decision. And yet, something is holding you back. Just to recap that, something is making you maybe not want to do that. And I would say here, anchor yourself to where your heart wants you to go. What do you really feel passionate about right now? This is what I think is coming to you, is making a decision of what you're going to do next. Are you going to stay where you are? Are you going to move on to something else that you're really passionate about? Or Are you passionate enough with what your plans are right now, what you're doing right now? I think this is a decision time coming in a way, because there is this kind of, push-pull energy
Push-pull
going on.
Well, what I really think is Banshee's right, is like somehow realistically you're going to feel like, I really want to do this. But I'm seeing that the Knight of Swords sort of represents an opportunity to have some sort of job or situation that will be good for you on some level, at least paying the bills or whatever. It just won't feel good to you in terms of, you really enjoying it. And you might feel that, you'll be stuck in a career focus that takes you even further away, once you have too many years of experience in something. Somebody says, oh, well, you're only good with this. You're not going to be good with that thing that you want to be in. So I can see where that decision is important to you.
That's what we see right now, Christine. I hope this helps. Obviously, it seems like there's an impetus for a move to happen and take place, but it's initiated by you. But is it going to happen? Are you just going to decide to stay where you are? So, good luck with that. And Vinny is up.
That's going to be mine again.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, Vivi.
Use my dancing in the dark. Okay, September messages.
Next Saturday, happy hour will be back at its regular normal time of 10 a.m. So check that out. We give a 1 card per person message of positivity, possibly divinely experienced or messaged. All right.
All right. I think I'm going to throw 3. But I might look for a focus card here. I'm not sure. Oh, look at that. We have the Page of Wands. Upright.
It's the Page of Wands upright.
But then we go south with the Chariot reversed. And the Four of Cups is reversed.
Well, that can be better.
Yeah.
That can be...
It's kind of interesting.
Okay, so over here in the Lenormand, it's the garden. But it looks like a bear is strolling through the garden too, so what's up with that?
Well, there's a real chance here. Oh, the garden and the bear. Okay, that fits,
What
in
message
a
do I need to
way.
hear regarding the rest of September?
In a way, that fits in with that Page of Wands, because I feel like there might be an important, with the bear here, that could indicate a person of some importance may communicate with you. Somebody out in that you network with or that you work with or whatever the case may be. In some circle, some social circle or family circle, and it has to do with a new opportunity or some good news coming your way. Some good news, that I feel maybe tied into that Four of Cups at the end. That the message is there could be an opportunity for growth or something positive, something new in your life, whether it's a new relationship, whether it's a new partnership, whether it's an opportunity for growth of some sort. It's there.
I agree with all this, and I
didn't tackle the Chariot, but I'll keep that.
I've been pondering the Chariot reverse, and I think it's just saying maybe it represents a different direction than what you thought it could be or what you were used to. Because the Chariot is about movement, and it
But
usually
it's
is
reversed.
about direction or drive. I'm going with it from a symbolic sense because I know Vidi is very concerned at times about favorable news about moving ahead in their career choice. And I'm wondering if the opportunity maybe differs a little bit, but seems to be something that you should take note of regardless.
I can't really tell if it's career or other thing that's going to be important here, Vidi, but I do know an opportunity for growth or something positive is coming your way. The Chariot to me reversed. Now, when the Chariot's reversed, it can mean a full stop, that it's like things suddenly just stop. And what I think this means here in the midst of these two cards of a possible new beginning indicates to me that something else you're going to have to put a stop to in your life. You may have to stop going in a particular direction you'd hope to go in. You may have to stop, put a stop on some other parts of your life that could interfere with taking on this new opportunity for growth. I almost feel like something has to come to a full stop for you to accept or think about taking on this new opportunity.
Okay, maybe I was seeing it as a change in direction, but I like that, that it could just be saying, really, you have to sort of have a cessation of movement at some point. And maybe that also says, too, that in terms of your motivations or things, you have to really pull back, too, and say, I have to consider this maybe from how somebody else thinks about this, what their motivations might be, not my own here. So that almost draws it into the idea that it maybe has concerns relating to other people in your sphere, family, friends, situations like that. So I look at the Lenormand, though, and I think it mostly says, from that point of view, is that the opportunities or things that may come up for you, the things that may happen to you in the rest of the month, may involve your own sense of being strong enough to be open about it or to engage with others about it, that you may find some things are up when you kind of get out there and associate.
Well, I just kind of feel the Lenormand was about a person that might be important here and offer you this opportunity. But it doesn't have to be that way. The bear can be about financial security. It can be about growth. It can be about long-term potential here. So I don't know. This might be an avenue for long-term growth and networking with individuals or with another group. It's hard for me to say. I really think in a way it makes more sense for me to say that this is probably a new connection you're going to make out there that could have real positive ramifications for you, a powerful influence on you.
I think I agree with that more than what I said. I think that's what it's about in the context of this reading.
Well, you don't have to agree, Mr. O. We let you give people things to think about.
I just thought again about it.
But anyway, good luck with that.
You still have my interpretation if you want to consider it.
Absolutely. Good luck with that. You had some good ideas there.
So that does mean that we are on Violet Lotus.
Yes, and it's your deck, Mr. O.
Ah. So what does Uncle Alan have to say?
Oh,
and you know
Uncle
what?
Alan. All right.
You know what?
What?
I was tempted to use... Okay, Violet. It's up to you. I was either going to use, and they're both Los Scarabeo decks, the Ghost Tarot for your question, or the Santa Muerte. So I'll let you choose. They both have a sense of that, since Uncle Alan is beyond.
Yeah, I'm going to start bringing out some of
we're
my
sorry.
good
You
stuff.
did it again, Tanya.
Yep. You were on the list, Tanya.
You were on the list.
You long
and
ago.
you were asked to leave a question, and you didn't do it. You disappeared.
We're sorry if you can't leave a question and you're going to leave, you might lose your place. We're into overtime again, and we can't take you. I'm sorry. I feel bad, but leave a question if you can't stay. It's my best advice for you.
Our moderator asked you a number of times, and we visibly called for you too, before your reading and after, because if you are not here and we don't have your question, we are going to move on. So one is, I'll show them to you, Violet. It's the Ghost Tarot by Lo Scarabeo, and most of it is standard rider weight, but it does have the idea of a ghost showing up in that rider weight imagery. And then the other one is the Santa Muerte tarot, and that one is just lots of skulls on every card, but it is more or less again along traditional. No, you can't, Tanya. Sorry.
We're very sorry. We have to draw kind of a line on this, and we apologize, but you really should leave a question. And I know it's tough sometimes, so you got to kind of keep checking back and looking for the list and who's been read for. If you've got to come back and forth, it's just.
Or you could leave the question.
Or you could leave the question. Some
And
people
then
I know
the
don't
worst
want
case
to.
scenario is you just have to rewind back to it.
Yeah.
You know, once we've done it, because we're not going to wait on
Yeah,
everybody.
I mean, we're 15 minutes into overtime now, so I can't do it. I'm sorry.
Originally, Violet, I was drawn to the Santa Muerte when you asked the question. I thought about Uncle Alan, but then all of a sudden I said, well, Uncle Alan is the spirit, so I'm going to use the Ghost Tarot. So that's the one I will use. Hope you like it.
I hate to turn people away, but it's
I do
just,
too. So Tanya, the next time you show up again, I am going to just totally tell you, you know, if you don't leave a question
Or be here.
or be here, it's not going to happen. I'm using the Ghost Tarot. I like the Ghost Tarot. I have used it occasionally on Goth Tarot, and I really like the colors. So looking back at your question, what does Uncle Alan think about all of this?
This is going to be a weird Lenormand. I'm not sure what I can do with it. It's not bad, but I'm trying to figure it out.
It's the reverse Nine of Pentacles. And then it's followed by the upright Two of Swords. And then the final card is the reversed Four of Wands. And of course, that's one of those only 2 or maybe 3 cards that isn't so significantly different when it's reversed. So Uncle Alan's a good dog. Well, maybe he is, I don't know. But he's got a bouquet for you, or he wants to munch on a bouquet. You know dogs, right?
It's an odd Lenormand for this. I'm going to be thinking about that a little bit. Well, especially with the cards that he has drawn for you.
Nine of Pentacles reversed.
Yeah.
Two of Swords.
You want to know what Uncle Alan is saying? You have to be sure. Well, what's that last one again?
It's the I'm sorry, the Four of Wands reversed.
Yes. He wants conditions to genuinely improve for you. You know, and I think that's what I'm getting from the Four of Wands reversed here. He's wondered, because what I'm about to say, he genuinely wants conditions to improve for you and that your foundation is more stable and secure. But he's not sure this is the complete answer. I mean, I think he feels you need to do this, but he wants you to consider here what's really behind all of this. And I'm looking at that Nine of Pentacles here. And I'm wondering here, you know, when I see the Nine of Pentacles reversed, I'm thinking in terms of, will you really be satisfied with the results of the cord cutting, is what Uncle Alan is asking you. Is this really going to make you feel like you've done the job? Is this going to make you feel like it's over? Are you finally going to be satisfied? Because sometimes this card indicates that you want more. And Uncle Alan is thinking, are you just, you know, always looking for something else that's going to, fix this? And is this going to be enough in your eyes? Make sure that this is there, maybe he wants you to think about this to decide, is there something else you should be doing besides this cord cutting? I hate to say that because we really felt that strongly is needed in your reading, but he wants to make sure there's not something else you personally need to do in order to make sure this is final. This is the last thing you need. And maybe it's about how you move forward from here. How you move forward from here. From here, you have to start building a better foundation for yourself. And you have to start building confidence in yourself and where you're going to go next and what you're going to do once this cord is finally cut. And he thinks that you could create great joy in yourself. Great joy and happiness could come from this if only you trust that this is the end.
Well, you hardly left me anything to go with here. This was pretty masterful. And as usual, I just don't know exactly what to say afterwards.
Well,
but I think it's interesting that the Two of Swords is there because you mentioned cord cutting. And so maybe it is a sign that the cutting is dual-edged in a way or dual-sided, that maybe there is more to do than just that. So I'm going to just differ slightly in saying it's not necessarily that you don't want to do it or at this time, but there still may be more needed to do in terms of this separation thing. And I'm not so sure that the Nine of Pentacles reversed maybe doesn't represent what Uncle Alan feels about the situation entirely, his feeling about it rather than yours or what he perceives for you, that maybe he feels that this does sort of put him in a sense outside of the garden of that mutual family or spiritual situation. So maybe he's not so sure where he ends up on that. That's not to say he's not telling you to not do it, because I think ultimately he wants you to make your own choices in this matter. And it still feels to me like once you've done this, there is a sense of something falling into place about your concept of family, that maybe up until then, you're still not totally satisfied with it. So I can't tell you that I feel he thinks it's negligible to do it. I don't feel that's what he would tell you.
Yeah, I would say you need to do it still. But he wants you to think about this has got to be the closure you've been looking for and making sure that it truly is, because I feel like even you're wondering, will this do it? Will this be the end? You got to be going into this with more confidence and trust in yourself that you can put an end to this. You're the key here, Uncle Alan says. You have to be your own best friend here and put an end to this and bring joy back into your life. Bring fulfillment and purpose back into your life beyond, whatever the past has given you. And I think here, that Four of Wands is saying that's why it's not totally complete, as unless you make it complete. Cords can be cut, but we can still hold on to those dangling pieces,
Well, as your friend and advisor, Uncle Alan says he'll always remain loyal to you and to what you do, and that maybe in your own way, that's a joy to him too, as well as, he's a joy to you, to understanding that. So it is clear that he understands why you wanted to bring him into that confidence. And I think he appreciates that.
Well, and cord cutting is a very deep situation, and it's a good one. And I think here, but I get these tones of, just a reminder of what sympathetic magic does, right? You do something symbolically, but if it's just a symbol and you don't live it from there forward, then it was just a symbol, wasn't it? So the point is, you cut that cord metaphorically, symbolically, really, and you live it now. So it's no going back once you decide to cut that cord, but you have to decide to do it completely. I think that's where he stands on it. So Good luck with that. Wow. Whew. That was pretty deep, Ms. Violet.
Yeah, you get some pretty deep readings. Shadow thinks so. Hey, Shadow. Unhook yourself.
No, and I don't think you have doubts about doing it, but is it going to be completely cut from here? From here on, once you cut that cord, it's almost as if this is not the reason things are going wrong in your life anymore. You have cut that cord. And so, or this is not the reason I am held back from things anymore because you have cut the cord. And this is not the reason I am not moving forward because you are going to be moving forward now. Everything needs to go into positive action from there. And so I think I'm almost getting that message here, But I don't know. You've got to grok these cards a little bit too and think about what you get from it. Good luck with that.
Well, so we have arrived
At the end.
at the end.
So thanks everybody for stopping in today. Hey, we've still got 6 watching. That's awesome.
Thank you, everybody.
Hope you've
for
enjoyed
watching.
the shows and the readings. And again, even if Tanya's not here, I'm just going to say it. I'm sorry you missed out, Tanya. I hope again you can come back and either stay or leave a question.
We want to do readings for people. We love to do the readings
But
for
we have
you.
our limits and we get tired.
And, everybody loves to get a free reading too, so it gets busy, and then we have to
And
make
Sundays
choices.
are incredibly busy. But even on Thursdays, if you don't stay, it could happen again. So I wish you luck. I wish everybody luck in the week ahead. I want everybody to take care. Have a great week. And hopefully we'll see you soon. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.